Turn of the Screw was really terrible for me. Like, it's called Turn of the Screw, but I really feel like I was the one screwed. Hello everyone, author DL Tillery here, the Mistress of Horror. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, but you press that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos. This is an extra video because I'm doing the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge wrap-up. And it's going to be quick and sweet because I'm not going to be really talking about the books because we have a live stream that we always do at the end of these. I don't know when exactly it's going to be scheduled. So I'm going to be at the very end of this month or it's going to be April. So I don't know. But I still wanted to let you know my quick little thoughts on each book and my star rating. I have 3 reviews up. The other reviews, I haven't typed them up yet, but I will, so they'll all probably come up at the same time sometime this month. But I'll make sure they're up before we do the live stream, where we talk about our feelings for each book for the categories. I'm going to run through the categories each book is from, so you'll know that much. Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge was put together by Regina St. Clair of the Haunted Library, and it was with other hosts, myself, Dahlia D. Winters, author Aphrodite Lee, E.D. Lewis, and Elizabeth Sagewood. So all of us came together this year, and we did the challenge. Everyone should be releasing their videos about their wrap-ups and things like that. And then we will be doing the live stream. We'll really get in depth and talk about the books that we read for our prompts. And let's jump into this wrap-up. So for the month, I read 7 books. I did not get the 8, not that I had to, but I wanted to, but time was not on my side. Because of my book release, it really helped me up. I read 6 books in a week to catch up, okay? Because Turn of the Screw was really terrible for me. Like, it's called Turn of the Screw, but I really feel like I was the one screwed. I didn't like it, and I'm bringing that one up because that's the first one I read. Turn of the Screw was, for the prompt, read a Gothic story that features a governess, and I did, and it was only like 96 pages, and I barely made it through it in a week and a half because it was just so trudging to read it. The writing was horrible for me, and I do not believe in talking bad about other writers' works, but honestly, as a reader, it was not enjoyable. The writing was atrocious for me. Very all over the place, and some people try to defend it by saying, well, he wrote it that way on purpose because he wants to confuse the reader, or he wants the reader confused like the character in the book. Malarkey, because it's just his writing. Okay, like, I'm sorry, he wrote the book that way, he wrote the story that way. No, that's not how you do that. That's not how you make the reader understand that the character is confused. No, just no. So it seemed to be like all over the place. I just did not like it, and I've already said too much. Anyway, I gave it 2 stars. I did leave a review for this one, which you can go read if you would like. It is on Goodreads and on Amazon. Such a waste of my time. I did not like it at all. The outcome, I did not like. The goings, I did not like. The supposed, why is it under Gothic romance? Is nothing romantic happening. Like, they get that little tidbit of the female lead liking the children who she governed, father or whatever, uncle. No, it was barely a thing, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the second book. And this book is for the category read a Gothic romance with an estate. And I chose The Curse of Moonseed Manor. Moonseed Manor. I really like this book. I gave this book 5 stars. I left a review on Goodreads and on Amazon. Really good writing, very smoothly executed. I did like the developing romance between the female lead and the male lead. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's a good read, in my opinion. I did like it. So I'm going to just move right on, move right along, keep these going out because there's 7 of them. Um, mm. But of course, I'll talk more in depth when we do the live stream, which I want to save all the details for that. All right, book 3, and what category? The next book was for the prompt, read a Gothic romance featuring a LGBTQ plus a main character. Now, I enjoyed Mort, which was my selection, and it was supernatural elements. The Mort, the main character, is like a reaper, and then the other male lead is immortal, it seems, about to hurt itself at one point, and that's how Mort is introduced to him. Now, the story was fine. The romance, the love interest, that was all fine. The issue here is it was not Gothic. Why do these people label these books what they are not? You even label in the name a Gothic romance MM. Like, where? Where is the Gothic? Do you think Gothic means something dark? No, maybe a dark romance. You could have said that. It's not Gothic romance. There are no Gothic elements. I'm sorry, I missed something. Did I miss something? Anyway, it was good. I gave that one 4 stars because I did enjoy it for paranormal romance because that's what it is. I don't see Gothic romance, but okay then, we'll just say that. Now, book number 4 was the for the prompt. Read a Gothic romance with a exotic setting. I chose Soletta. The setting was exotic, and so it did fit that motif. Had the fit the challenge well as far as a Gothic romance. I did enjoy it. It started slow for me, so it was a little trudging, which reason why I ended up getting 3 stars. I did like it in the end, however, it still was a slow build for me, anyway. But it was still enjoyable. Again, the reviews and stuff will go up sometime in March and before we do the live. So you'll hear all about my feelings down doing all that. And moving on to book 5. This book is for the prompt, read a Gothic romance with a BIPOC main character. I had chose Song of the Dawn by Angela J. Ford. I love her series, and it does feature BIPOC characters. It's an interracial couple type of leads going on, which is the one I read from last year for this prompt. And I really liked this one. I gave this one 5 stars as well. I really do enjoy Angela's writing, and I gave the one last year 5 stars as well. Um, this one was really good. So I'm not going to give anything away. I'm not really going to talk about it too much, no details, but I did like it. Again, look for the review coming up this month and for the live stream where we discuss the books we chose. Moving on to book 6, which fell in the category of read a Gothic romance with a vampire love interest. I had chose Blood Orange. This was a 2-parter, which I need to read the second one. Like, I need to read the second one. I really, really love this one because I love vampires, and it is like Dracula based, like using Dracula stuff in it. Dracula himself. Um, but I gave this one 4 stars. I didn't give it a 5 star rating, but I did extremely enjoy it and do recommend it. So usually that's going to get a recommendation from me if it gets 4 stars for sure. 3 is kind of like you have to see for yourself, though you have to see for yourself either way. But I'm like, yeah, it's a slow build. I usually have something that I didn't like about it, but I really did enjoy this one. So definitely look out for the review for that one. I did not get to book 2 because I was pressed for time, but I will read it in the near future. Now moving right on to book 7, the final one in the challenge prompt that I read, and that is Hollow. and that would fall under the retelling prompt. Read a Gothic romance story that is a retelling. So, I love Sleepy Hollow, so this was a must for me. I really liked it. I loved it. It was good. I gave this one 5 stars as well. I do want to read Legend, which is part 2. It's a must, which I'm going to for sure. Probably before any of the other ones because I really, really, really need to know all things. But again, it's the same. The review will be out soon for that. I'll type it up and put it up. But I enjoyed all the books. I did manage my bingo card. Ta-da! It turned out well. I enjoyed the challenge. It was very challenging this time for me because I was so busy and almost like I had to read a book a day. And some of these are thicker books. Not as thick as they were last year's. I had ones that were 600 some pages. I think the biggest one was like 400 and something, I think. But most of them was 300 and something, and I have 2 shorties. But all in all, I still managed to do it. It was tough, I'm not going to lie. One of the days I did have read 2 books, which wasn't too bad. One was, I think that was the day I read Mort. I read Mort, I think that was 195. And I read Soletta on the same day. And Soletta was, I want to say 295 or something like that. So I had to, like, both of those had to be in the same day. Anyway, it was good. Challenging, yes, because of time restraints that I had, but I did enjoy it immensely and look forward to next year's Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. Um, but yeah, I've been thinking about possibly putting a challenge together myself for like horror or um, some kind of maybe a paranormal romance challenge, as I really love paranormal romance, and I know a lot of people who do. So if I do end up doing that challenge and putting it together, then I will let you know because there will be announcements all about it. But nonetheless, that is my February wrap up that's coming. I'm showing it in March for the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge. I really did enjoy it, and the books were good, minus the Turn of the Screw, which I did not enjoy at all. But all the rest of the books, I liked them all really. So I was glad to be introduced to a few authors I was not aware of, and some new books that I had never read. So if you're gonna check any of these books out, or if you've read any of these books, share your takes in the comment section, and I will reply back. Of course, let me know if you have read them, what you thought. If you didn't, if you're interested in reading some of these or whatever, that would be cool too. I love to hear. But anyway, I will see you next time. Stay scared.